All right. Hi there. Sean Sigler, Senior Vice President at Financial Independence Group. I want to thank you for joining me today to go over a brief demonstration on our COVID 19 resources page on our FIG portal. I know that there are organizations and groups that are coming out with a COVID 19 game plan and things like that. We want to showcase some of the things that we're doing and things to come as well. As we navigate through this page, the first thing that I'll point out for you is on the upper right hand corner, there's a quick links section that basically is going to allow you to jump into the various sections of the COVID 19 FIG portal. Things such as marketing, when you're conducting appointments, when you're producing applications, items regarding client nurturing. We have some frequently asked questions from our advisors to us and to our consultants inside of our Surge program. So we have some of those showcased as well. And then we have our best practices white paper that you have the ability to download here as well. If you scroll down on the right-hand side, you'll see our most recent message from our co-CEOs, Jim Cooper, Mike Mullen, and Brian Williams. We have a library. We'll have other video updates as well throughout the coming days and weeks, and hopefully not months, but we'll have future correspondence and future communication from them as well. In addition, we have some resources from the SBA and the other government resources as well. Scrolling down farther on the right-hand side, you'll see this is a video update from our Chief Investment Officer at AlphaStar Capital Management, our RIA, that is a sister RIA to Financial Independence Group. This will apply whether you're working with AlphaStar Capital Management or not. This will apply these findings and this analysis on what's going on with the market as it relates to COVID-19, the coronavirus, will apply and resonate with you as an advisor, assuming you're an RIA or an IAR. So that is a good opportunity for you to tune in and hear from an investment perspective what's going on. Scrolling farther down on the right-hand side, these are, this is a questions box or an idea box. If you have specific things that you're using in your business that you want to share that would help other advisors get better at what they're doing from a communication standpoint, a marketing standpoint, just doing things virtually, then please submit those here. Again, if you have questions, you're struggling with something, or if you want to assist it because you've done something, figured something out on the marketing front or in the digital space or in the client communications arena. So feel free to submit those here on the right-hand side of the screen. Before we get into some of the examples in our various sections of the COVID-19 portal resources page, just let me share with you, this is as of March 24th at 9:40 Eastern in the morning. This page and this resources site is a living and breathing organism. So these things are changing literally on a daily basis and sometimes on an hourly basis, where we're adding things to this resources page so that we can equip you with tools and resources necessary for you to have success in this very challenging environment. So I would strongly encourage you not to just follow this webinar as gospel. I would encourage you to get inside of the FIG portal, specifically the COVID-19 resources page, and walk around and see what's on there. We're going to actually have some very interesting things coming in the next couple days. interviews with some of our top advisors and how they've already been able to overcome some of these objections, some of these challenges that we're all facing here, being remote and having to do things virtually, so on and so forth. So those are to come, and those will live here on this site. And we're really excited about being able to bring those to you on a real time and a consistent basis. So let's jump in here. I'm not going to go through each one of these items, but just wanted to make sure that you knew what was available to you as we get into this. So from a marketing standpoint, everyone here who's on this call is probably doing some form of marketing, has done some form of seminars, workshops, and then, within the last week or so has basically said, you know what, I got to cut that off cold turkey. No one's going to show up. The restaurants are no longer allowing me to come in, and the schools aren't allowing me to come in, and I got things canceled. So how do I get in front of people? So we have a couple of things here, several things here, ideas on how to communicate the cancellation of these seminars, of these workshops. We have third-party vendors that we've partnered with that have come up with some very interesting and clever solutions. One of which, for example, instead of paying for a steak dinner at a seminar, they showcase the ability for you to donate $100 towards whatever the client's favorite charity is, assuming the client decides to go through with a virtual workshop or a virtual meeting, one-on-one meeting with you as the advisor. So just one unique idea that has come from one of our marketing partners. We have ideas for creating one-on-one appointments, like I mentioned. Video is a very popular item right now. Many of you have already embraced that, even prior to this crisis. However, if you were looking for ways to utilize Facebook Live, you were looking to use the tool called BombBomb, which is an incredible resource. We have sort of the frequently asked questions and the step-by-step process in order to be able to do that here on this page. If you wanted to update your Google business listing so that people can find you more, you are more accessible on Google, we have resources for you to do that. If you wanted to download content to add to your website regarding COVID-19, we have scripts for you and content for you there. Again, keep in mind, the punchline here is that this is a living and breathing animal, and we're going to have more and more to come throughout the coming days and weeks. Email, many of you are already using some form of email mass communication to your prospects and to your clients, but we have some not only tools in terms of the software and technology, for example, Constant Contact, but we also have some scripts, some email templates to use to communicate regarding COVID-19. Social media, again, I mentioned Facebook Live, but also being able to update and manage your Facebook business page and create brand awareness using LinkedIn. More to come there, big time. Appointments, various tools, Calendly, TimeTrade are two very good examples. I was having a call with an advisor yesterday who was asking me about these two resources, these two tools, just because he's a one-man show, and it's going to be a lot easier for him to set these appointments using this tool rather than rely on phone calls and paper calendar, etc. Phone and text solutions, being able to text reminders and to be able to communicate on a mass basis with your clients by way of text message. There's a couple of resources and tools here. Conducting virtual appointments. The big one, and the stock price has been going up pretty significantly over the past couple of weeks, has been Zoom. Zoom is a great resource. You can do a lot with Zoom on a free basis. There is a paid version of Zoom, but we would recommend at least starting out on the free version. GoToMeeting, how to do that, how to request and sign up for a free trial of GoToMeeting to see how that works if you wanted to use that. Being able to share files with clients back and forth. Very important to be able to do that, especially if they're providing you with statements, if they're providing you with information about what their current situation looks like, what their current insurance values, and et cetera, what those look like. It's important to have those resources here available. Applications. Fortunately, most of our advisors are using e-applications on all lines of business: annuities, life, long-term care. This is a great area to learn in this section. And then last but certainly not least, on the client nurturing side, some things that you can do from a snail mail standpoint, and downloading letters and various things to send to clients by way of snail mail. And then we have email and phone scripts, soon to be some videos on reassuring your clients on how to navigate this situation, the market volatility that's going on, so on and so forth. So this is a very first version 1.0, if you will, of this site and of these resources, but it is pretty encompassing already. So you know, again, over the next couple days, couple weeks, be looking for updates here. If you have questions, feel free to reach out to me or my team, or feel free to type these questions or these ideas that you might have into this box on the FIG portal, and we'll certainly take all those into account. And if there are questions, we'll certainly be able to answer those and assist from there. Again, thank you so much for taking the time today with me, and for everything that you're doing with your clients. I know this is a very challenging time, but we're going to get through it very positively on the other side. I'm very optimistic about that. We are very bullish and optimistic about that here at FIG. So thanks again for everything that you do, and we'll talk soon.